Liam, great to meet you. How do you view that first point as manager?
Yeah, I couldn't be happy with the players. Their application, their intensity, their desire, and that's got to be the basis of a very, very good team in this league. I want us to have the ball and I want us to play. But their engagement from the moment I stepped through the door, we worked on defensive shape on Thursday, fortunately. But all credit to every single player in there because they've really listened. I've had a great reaction from them. I give them all the credit for today's performance.
Certainly had to soak up a lot of aerial bombardment, didn't they?
That's what you get when you come here, and that's why I said in the press conference when I joined the club, I couldn't wait to see the players and their resilience and their character and their determination, and they showed it in bucket loads today. So that's one half of the championship. That's what the championship is like, and we have to get good at being difficult to beat, at being horrible to play against. But then at the same time, I want us to have the ball and play. And if you get both aspects of the game right, you can be really, really successful.
Sadly didn't get the opportunity to maybe be more expressive in attack today because of the red card. Did you see it as a red card?
I thought Oscar was really, really unfortunate, and it was a real shame because I thought his performance in the half an hour he was on the pitch, he was outstanding and did everything I asked of him. He sees the ball, he tries to take the ball down, and unfortunately for their lad and unfortunately for him it's a collision. I can see why the referee's given it, but at the same time it can go either way. But more pleasing than that was just the reaction of the players, reacting in a positive way, making sure we were organised, we were in shape. Heading tackles, they were like warriors out there, and that's what it has to be about first and foremost.
Tactically, tweaked it a little bit today. You moved Jacob Greaves back to left back. Is that from what you've seen in the last few games?
No. Honestly, I think I've got 3 games now, 2, and then I have a really nice break where I can work with the players on our identity and style of play. You've got to look at the opposition, and Millwall's strength is putting the balls in the box, set plays. So I just needed a bit of height at the back. Unfortunately for me, Jacob's such a good player; he can do both roles really, really well.
Obviously, quick homework, I guess, for Tuesday. Another long trip, Cardiff City.
Another long trip, and I'm looking forward to it. I was out of the game for a month; it felt like a year. So I can't be complaining now. We've got games, so it's a great basis for us as a team. I want to see a team every single week, win, lose or draw. I want to see a team that gives everything, and they certainly did that today. So that's all I can ask for.
Thank you. Nathan, how delighted are you for a point and a clean sheet?
Yeah, delighted. I think the clean sheet's been long overdue. We've definitely deserved a clean sheet. We've not had the rub of the green at times this year, particularly with decisions. And obviously you can't blame that. We have been poor at times, but in general, I think we've deserved a clean sheet. So obviously really great that it's come today, especially at a place like this. I grew up around here. I know what a tough place it is to come. And credit to everyone, even the subs that came on, put in a brilliant shift for us. Credit to the manager, the way he's organised us. You could really see a real difference. Out of possession, how organised we were, considering we've only had 2 days. I thought that was great, and also how good we were on the ball. At times in the second half, we were keeping the ball up. We actually had the man advantage, which is obviously great for me as a goalkeeper. He placed a lot of emphasis on making sure the ball comes back to me and recycle it the other way, which is obviously great for me. It allows me to show my calmness on the ball. So yeah, just all in all, a good day. But it feels like a win. But obviously now we've got to go again Tuesday.
You'll obviously have full confidence in the rest of your teammates, but did you feel yourself under pressure at all today?
I thought we were really organised, as I said. They had one big chance in the first half. We've had to make the save. Apart from that, not really. I think considering we were down to 10, I thought it was very impressive the way we defended. Testament again to the organisation, testament to the amount that they've run and their mentality, the boys. Obviously, you're going to have lots of crosses into the box, and you have to come and catch them, and that's part and parcel of playing against Millwall. But yeah, I thought we did really well today. Really happy.
It's almost a bit like fuel, isn't it, when you're at that end of the ground with the home fans behind you, and they're starting to get frustrated. That just, I suppose, relaxes you in a strange way, despite being under the cosh with all the crosses coming in.
Yeah. I mean, listen, it's part and parcel. I've been here many times as a kid. I had coins thrown at me last year here. You know what it's like. It's good. You want to play in atmospheres like this. This is, an away day like this is where you play the game. So yeah, credit to everyone. And I think credit to how calm we were on the ball as well. It's what the gaffer wanted, and he 100%, I thought, got that. It's very easy, particularly when we went to 10. We were still playing in the second half. First 20 minutes of the second half, don't know what it looked like from the side, but from me, it felt like we actually had control of the game. And I could have definitely seen us a few months ago thinking, right, we're down to 10, let's just shell it. But we don't do that anymore. And yeah, credit to everyone. It was great.
Going back to what you said about the new manager, he's only been here for 2 days of training, and What's the most pleasing aspect you've seen from him in boosting your game and the team's?
I think from a team's perspective, we're much more organised out of possession, much more clearer in what he wants everyone's jobs to be. You know, sitting in the meeting, you know, the last few days, watching the way that he wanted us to play, it was very similar to the way I watched the elite managers prepare teams at, you know, when I was third choice at Chelsea, which you don't always get in the lower divisions when you're on loan. And you could just see it. It was so much more organised. And, you know, to be fair, we have been a lot better, you know, in the last few weeks, you know, with Dawson, Berry anyway. And like you said, we have some brilliant results, but also not had the rub of the green. But also we were great on the ball as well, and just having that confidence. You know, when you have a manager that says to you, you know, go out there and play, and we'll back you, and that's what you want. You know, it's great for me. You know, everyone knows that I like to play, and it obviously suits me now that they brought in someone that, you know, values that as important as shot stopping, which is obviously your primary job.
And it's a quick turnaround now for Tuesday. You've got to digest that homework pretty quickly, I imagine.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, it feels a bit like last year, actually. You know, had a tough game against Millwall, then went to Cardiff. You know, Cardiff's obviously a tough place to go. I think they play a little bit different now to the way they played last season, from what I've seen. But yeah, the Championship, every game's a tough game, particularly away from home. Although, you know, we've kind of not lost away from home the last three. But yeah, it's just so many games are just toss of the coin games, but we've got to try and make them not toss of the coin games and make sure that we dominate. And, you know, the way that we played there with 10 men, I don't see any reason why we shouldn't be dominating the ball and possession and games in this league, even away from home. So hopefully we'll do that. But again, we need the same sort of shift and the same sort of energy, because if you drop off it in this league, as we've shown this season, you're not going to get results.
Appreciate your time, Nathan.